They said his time was up, and the old king was finally finished. The sports media screamed that a legendary era had officially come to an end. Every online headline mocked his age, doubting he could still compete at World Cup level. But true greatness refuses to be defined by the harsh voices of doubters. The competitive pressure became suffocating as younger, faster stars took center stage. He sat on the lonely bench, watching the crucial match slip away. Even his loyal supporters began to wonder if the magic was permanently gone. The head coach searched for answers against a complex tactical strategy board. Every pundit agreed that the veteran legend should step aside for the youth. While the world kept talking, the determined veteran went right back to work. He embraced an absolute, brutal discipline inside a completely empty training gym. Hours of silent sacrifice built an unbreakable obsession to conquer the game. Long before the sun rose, he was already refining his lethal finish. He ignored the agonizing pain, pushing his veteran body past human limits. This was a private, desperate war fought entirely away from the cameras. To outsmart a younger, faster sport, he completely adapted his mind. No longer chasing every run, he mastered the art of perfect timing. He learned to save his remaining energy for the one decisive moment. His legendary presence evolved into powerful leadership for the entire national team. The demanding manager finally saw a commander controlling the chaotic pitch. The grand stage was set for an epic, unforgettable final redemption. One crucial night, one clear chance to rewrite his whole destiny. The match ball floated beautifully into the crowded, dangerous penalty box. He leaped higher than everyone else, completely defying gravity and age. The opposing goalkeeper dove in utter desperation, but it was too late. The entire stadium exploded into pure madness as the ball hit the net. He unleashed his iconic celebration, a fierce and beautiful explosion of defiance. The legend was not reborn by magically turning back the physical clock. His powerful rebirth happened because he absolutely, resolutely refused to ever surrender. The number 7 remains immortal, an eternal icon of pure football glory.